after I finished my graduate work in Boston, I returned to Montgomery to pastor a church. After I had been in Montgomery about a year, we had the problem there of facing many indignities and injustices on the city buses.
Mrs. Parks sat.
Many educators today propagate the narrative that Martin Luther King met Rosa Parks for the first time when she refused to give up her seat on the bus.
Do you believe that MLK and the civil rights movement progressed our society to where it is today? Whether it's good or bad, it's up to the individual. But here's the thing. What if you heard that everything MLK said and did was actually not true? Actually was a lie. Would you believe that if someone said everything he said and done was a lie? Would you believe them? Probably not. From child age, we were taught that MLK was a great leader, a prominent leader for us to look up to, because why? He helped black people get to the promised land. Pretty much, right?
A Negro woman was arrested, Mrs. Rosa Parks.
I worked as a seamstress in a department store. After working all day, I was very tired. I got the bus to go home, and after I had taken a seat on the bus, the driver demanded that I give this seat up for a white man. I refused to give up this seat. I said no, and I wouldn't give it up.
The word got around the Montgomery community, and there was a spontaneous reaction. The Negro citizens decided not to ride the buses until these conditions were changed. They asked me to serve as a spokesman and the president of the Montgomery Improvement Association, and from this time, I found myself in a leadership position in the civil rights struggle.
But what if you heard? What if you found people who actually did a deep dive into the research to find out who MLK truly was? What did he really believe in? What was his key thoughts and key points? Like, what was his purpose for saying the things he said, doing the things he did? What was his true purpose for actually leading, becoming a leader of the civil rights movement in order for the 1964 Civil Rights Act to be ratified, to go into play in our society? What if you heard that it was really not a good thing that he did? If somebody said that, I know you'd be like, you're crazy.
Imagine also my surprise to learn, as we demonstrate in this episode, that King was actually not the idea man that the history books tells he was, that the bus boycott, the nonviolent demonstrations, and all the other defining moments for which he is credited merely had his willing face on them, not for the purpose of ushering in genuine race equality, but to usher in something far more nefarious.
Well, actually, I want to show you, there are researchers who are doing that deep dive, and they've put together a project called the MLK Project. And right now what I want to do is I want to show you a clip of the intro of the MLK Project. All right, so check it out.
What if everything you think you know about the civil rights movement and MLK is a lie? Today, we've got Chad Jackson. He is a researcher and a filmmaker. He is creating a docuseries about who MLK really was and how his ideology has captured the hearts and minds of many Christians to the church's peril. Here is the trailer for that docuseries, Shot 1.
The moral leader of our nation.
Our leader, Dr. King.
Our leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Dr. King was our leader.
It's he who controls the narrative of the past, controls the policies of the present, and the conditions of the future.
If Dr. King was about judging people by the content of their character rather than the color of their skin, should we judge King by the content of his character?
Dr. King, it's been alleged that you have been slow to sever your ties with alleged communists.
Stanley Lepson, yeah, he's always in his ear.
I mean, he wrote everything that MLK said publicly.
Always in his ear.
He rejected the deity of Christ, the resurrection, the virgin birth. He rejected a literal hell.
Can we trust someone that appears to be faithful to a movement, but he's not faithful to his family?